All right, what's going on? Welcome in for another training here. This one's going to be super important for you, and it's that about the scale, right? And it's the fact that the scale does not equal progress. The number on the scale does not equal the progress, and I want you to disassociate from the number on the scale being the progress that you're making. And I want to show you in this video what real progress looks like. This video is really, really important to understand from a mindset perspective, and you'll see why here. And so, why can the scale be misleading? So most women that come into the program are focused about the number only. And the scale measures one thing, your total body weight. It doesn't know the difference between muscle versus fat versus water in your body versus food you're eating, your hormones, your stress levels, digestion. Like, your weight will change day to day, and that is normal. And so I don't want you to associate the number on the scale with weight, because your weight is going to go up and it's going to go down depending on so many different factors that we're going to talk about. And sometimes your weight can go up, but you can actually lose, inches on your waist. You can make progress. And so the biggest thing, and the reason why I say this, is every woman I've ever worked with, every person I've ever worked with is under eating. And when you're under eating, your metabolism slows down. So if you're supposed to eat, say, 2,000 calories, but you're only eating 15, your metabolism has slowed down. And so before your body's ready to lose weight, we need to bring you up to where you should be. That will give you more energy. It will give you better hormones, better recovery, better workouts, feeling better day to day. So we have to bring you up. And so majority of the time, the beginning of this program is actually refueling you, right? Bringing your body up to where it needs to be. And so we shouldn't expect your body to lose weight if you're eating more food. And remember, most women in this program, they've been eating the same way for years, if not decades. And so it's not realistic to think that you're going to lose a bunch of weight right at the beginning if you've been chronically eating this way for years, right? And so the good news is that you will lose weight, and it will happen, right? But we have to build you up first. And so, the wins show up kind of like this, right? Before you lose weight, right, you probably have better energy. You're going to have better workouts. You're going to feel more recovered. You're going to feel less sore. You're going to start sleeping better. You're going to start having better mood. You're going to be happier. Like, there's going to be so many wins off the scale. And that's ultimately why you're in this program, right? Is to have a better mood, to feel better, to have more energy, to be present, to have the energy to be present with your family. And after that, fat loss, right, and long-term health comes after all of these things happen. And another thing I talk about a lot is creatine. Not everybody in the program is going to be taking creatine, but if you are, you will gain a little bit of weight from taking creatine. So if you start taking creatine, it's going to pull more water into your cells. This is healthy. This is beneficial. It's not fat gain, right? But you might gain 3 pounds, 4 pounds, 5 pounds after a couple weeks of taking it because of the water, right? And so creatine supports strength. It supports recovery, it supports muscle growth, it supports cognitive brain function, it reduces brain fog, it helps you perform better in your workouts so you can get better results. And you will temporarily gain some weight from this. And so you will have, like I said, increased strength, better recovery, muscle retention, better long-term body composition. And so remember, like, your muscles holding more water will equal a higher scale number, but it will also be a stronger body. It will also allow you to lose weight in the future because you have more energy. And so another reason why you may gain weight at the beginning. Muscle is more dense than fat. Biggest reason here that women have gained weight in the program and lost 2 pant sizes, because muscle is denser than fat. So you could stay the same weight while losing inches on your waist, because 5 pounds of muscle, say it looks like this on your body, if you have 5 pounds of fat may look like this on your body, but 5 pounds of muscle is going to be physically smaller. So, but it's going to have, it's going to be more dense per square inch. And so this might be the same weight, but very different on your body. And so if you're actively building muscle, your weight will go up, and you might lose fat in the process. So your waist will go down, you'll lose fat around your body, your face will thin out, you'll feel better, but the scale might be the same. Or say you're taking creatine and you're on your period, or you've had an inflammatory weekend where you went out and ate some food. All those coupled with gaining muscle, taking creatine, like, the scale might go up a little, but you probably feel great. You probably have more energy, you're gaining muscle. And so remember, it's not about that. Real progress does not always show up on the scale. So here's like 2 examples here. A client of mine, Sarah, the scale never changed for her over the first few months, but she lost 2 pant sizes. So she's buying more clothing, right? She's going down in sizes, but her weight stayed the same. And had she been focused on the weight only, she would have been like, man, I'm not making progress. And she would have forgot to remember how you're feeling. Megan, on the other hand, also went up a little. She, I think by the beginning to end of the program, went up and down, but kind of gained a couple pounds here and there. But she was noticeably stronger. She lost inches off of her waist, and she had more energy every day. And she was heavier on the scale, but she felt like $1,000,000. She's leaner, she's stronger, she has energy. And in reality, this is where her body was happy at. And so, like 2 examples there. These are the things that matter, right? It's not about a number on the scale. It's about how much energy do you have? How much strength do you have? Can you go up and down the stairs easier? Can you walk a mile without feeling like you're out of breath? How's your mood? How's your sleep? How confident are you in your body? Have you lost inches on your waist, right? What are the progress photos showing? How are your clothes feeling? How consistent are you with taking care of yourself and prioritizing your health in your daily habits? So the scale is only 1 point. And the one thing I want to say here, the biggest thing is that where your attention goes, your energy flows. And so if you're constantly glued to the scale, every time you step on it, you're like, man, I haven't lost weight. Man, I've gone up a pound today. Oh, I went down a pound yesterday. Now I'm up a pound today. Even though you're focusing on wanting to lose weight, you're bringing a negative energy towards weight loss because you're anxious and you're frustrated. And so when you bring a negative energy towards weight, your body doesn't know the difference. And so it naturally has you stay the same weight or gain weight, and it just negatively affects your progress. And so instead of saying, like, what does the scale say? Ask yourself, like, how am I feeling? Do I have more energy? Am I stronger? Am I confident? And the biggest thing, right, is like we're building a stronger metabolism, a healthier body, more energy, more confidence, and a lifestyle you can sustain. And the weight loss will happen. But for someone who's been doing this for so long, right, you've been eating this way for so long, it will take a little bit of time to build you up. Because this program is not designed to have you cut your calories and lose 5 pounds in a week because you're going to gain it back. This is a realistic way. And so I just wanted to hop in here quick. I know the video is a little long, but remember, the scale does not reflect progress. And so leave this video with that. Shoot me a message. Let me know something that you learned here. I hope you found it helpful, and enjoy your day. I'll see you in the next training.